First and foremost, you don't need a new year or new month or new anything to begin something afresh. Resetting is a mindset. We can reset for the new year by cleaning our homes, closets, and kitchen. We can also organize our schedule. But more than our physical environment, it is important for us to reset our inner selves, to clear out the negativity and start new. This goes without saying that the best way for you to reflect and for you to reset is by starting to journal. I write in a diary almost regularly. I like to keep in touch with myself. I like to check up on myself if I'm feeling low, if I'm feeling happy. Sometimes I'll just write a simple sentence like, "It's a beautiful morning today." And I think that's enough. You don't have to write a lot or nothing at all, but start somewhere. It helps me to vent out, to clear my mind or figure things out. But to begin a new year, I want to dedicate a few extra minutes. There are a few questions that I want to ask myself. It is very easy for us to find faults in other people, but it is a lot harder for us to accept our own faults. We often tend to justify our wrongdoings. Some of the questions that you can ask yourself can be, for starters, like, what is it that I learned this year? Did I do justice to the work I took up? Did I make enough time for friends and family? What is it that brings me joy in life? How have I helped the society? These are just a few questions that you can ask yourself and reflect and write down your thoughts about these things and about your emotions. Of course, this list can go on. You can, of course, ask yourself and write down a lot of questions and reflect on them. But these are just some of the prompts that maybe you can start. I think this one is one of the hardest ones because in the past few years, 6-7 years, there have been a lot of friendships and relationships which have been formed, but also some of them which have faded. Some might have been hard to part ways with, while others just could not stand the test of time and distance. But all those interactions with people helped me to grow as a person. I learned something or the other from everyone that I met. I feel people in our lives are there for some reason or the other, either to teach us something or teach us stuff like the value of patience, the value of friendship, and the value of love. Everybody you meet in your life has a purpose in your life, and of course same goes for you in other people's life as well. So before beginning the new year, it would be amazing to sort things out with people that maybe you have lost touch with, so that you can embrace the new year without any negativity. Also, you will have no regrets in your heart. You will know that at least you tried to reach out. Maybe give a call or just drop a text. Of course, there have been friends which, because of distance, because of time, we kind of lost touch. But there are a few friends that maybe I would want them in my life again. Maybe that's what I'm thinking, and I've already started to reach out to a few people. Just a small text, a hi or a hello, how you doing, won't do any harm. So I would suggest the same to you as well, because I feel that is giving me a lot of inner satisfaction that I'm kind of at least trying to reach out to the people that I had loved in the past, and that maybe now, because of a lot of things that we had gotten distant, but I feel the new year is the best time to start to restart old relationships, if that makes any sense. I feel all my life my goals and my dreams were only related to my academics or my professional life. I never really realized up until my 20s that it's very important to also have personal goals. But last year, with so little physical contact with my friends, I have realized the importance of personal goals. So in 2022, I intend to build stronger and more meaningful relationships with my friends and family. I want to meet new people. I want to have healthy boundaries so that I can take care of my mental and physical and spiritual health. It is so easy to get lost in the chaos of our fast-paced lives. we often lose sight of what's important to us. So in 2022, I feel that it's a year for me to reflect and to work on myself. I'll give more time to think about my personal needs. So this coming year, try to give time to your friends, to your family, form new relationships and nurture your own soul. Try learning the things that you have always wanted to do. Make time for the things that make you feel. Didn't you ever want to learn to paint, to knit, to travel, to read? Well, spend a few minutes less on your social media, on your WhatsApps and Instagrams, then you might find some spare time for your hobbies. There's this really funny quote that I came across on Instagram, ironically, which said that every year I find new things to suck at. And I found it really hilarious because I feel I am a sort of person who needs to be creatively involved in something or the other, either writing, painting, or sadly I don't stick with it for a long time. I often get bored, but it's not like I abandon my whatever I do. Sometimes I come back to my paintings after 3-4 months, but these creative pursuits keeps my mental health on check. And so when I saw this quote about sucking at new things every year, I instantly related to it because funnily right now I am learning to knit from my grandmother. So both of us are working on a muffler, and it's I'm not at all good at it, but thanks to my grandmom, she is really helpful and kind, and she's actually very patient with me because I tend to make mistakes. And so I think that you too should, especially with a new start, with a new year, you should actually give yourself some time to learn a new hobby, and just for the sake of it, just because it's fun. You don't have to monetize everything, you don't have to be the best at whatever you do, but just for yourself, just because you enjoy doing something, find that one little thing or 2 or 3 different things that make you feel alive. And lastly, before stepping into 2022, decide what kind of a year you want to have, what kind of a person you want to be. Of course, there are a lot of things that we need to get better at. For example, I need to get better in a lot of things. For example, public speaking. I can't think of anything right now, but stuff like that, for your own personal development. So try, reflect and see and decide, and maybe write down what kind of a year you want to have. Do you want to travel? Do you want to read 100 books? Do you want to get better at your sports, your whatever you do? Do you want to get better at writing? So decide and see what kind of a person you want to be, a kinder, a more generous person in the coming year. Unlearn the toxic things, unlearn resentment and hatred, unlearn unhealthy coping mechanisms, unlearn unhealthy sleeping and eating patterns. It actually goes to me as well. I need to actually undo, reschedule my sleep cycle, because it's really messed up right now, and I do want to get into a new and better routine. It is not easy to give up old habits in a day, so forgive yourself in the process of transformation, but try not to give up easily. I hope you can unlearn old things to learn new things in the coming year, in 2022, and I hope that you have a great year ahead.